everyone, Looney Farm Guy here, and welcome back to Canadian here on Edgewater, Saskatchewan, episode 17, a plow and a plan. Well, here we go again. I know perhaps the episodes start to become a little bit repetitive. However, I am on a massive expansion plan that I've been talking about for the last few episodes, and finally we have all of our fields were harvested, and we replanted. I planted soybeans over here just to keep things rolling, but I wanted to keep this whole area clear of crop and of seeding, because now we're going to clear and reorganize this whole area. We're going to merge these two fields, and we're going to make a new boundary. If we take a look up here, if you remember me talking, I'm going to keep this boundary here because it's a pretty good boundary between fields. And then it kind of went over this way, and it made it a little bit like just jagged. So what I'm going to do, actually, it's a good thing this I have this line here. We're going to follow this line and make a nice wide boundary here. Now, I'm not going to put any trees or anything, but I might put some, I don't know, we'll put a road. We'll put a road in. But first we got to plow up what we did here. And I thought I would wait till you guys came in here, and we're going to, there's a big farmyard here that's kind of in the way, has lots of, and I don't think we're going to be able to eliminate everything. It's very expensive, $583,000. So we just bought it. Our money has gone down. Let's see, we have, this guy was over there, now he's over here. Let's go over there and survey the farmyard. I'm not going to clickbait you with moving farmyards and stuff like that. We're going to try and eliminate as much as we can here and kind of minimize it. It will still be kind of in the way, but we can get rid of all these trees at least. And I do believe we can get rid of this. Yes, we'll be able to get rid of this. We won't get much from it. The house, unfortunately, has to stay. Plus, we can get rid of this. And this. Very nice. Looks like we might be able to get away with just... Oh, yeah. And that's all gone. Oh, there's some... Oh, darn it. There's some telephone poles in the way. Hydro lines. That's not going to be good. Wow. Well, looks like we'll have to circumvent. We'll have a little bit of open space. We'll have to see what we end up with here. It looks like the hydro, the electricity comes in here to feed the house, and it came over here to supply the buildings, but unfortunately we can't get rid of those. But we've opened up this area here, so we could probably make a good space and kind of round out. We've got a bit of a jag here, but this is again another field. So that is the plan. And actually, while we're here, let's see. I've removed all the trees from the other field there, as you can see, and flattened it out as best I can. So we're going to finish up taking out these trees there. And I don't think the ground, there's a little bit of a ditch over there. I'm going to say a ditch. I guess they're more ditches than they are actually streams or creeks. Oh, come on. There we go. A little bit over in this corner is it was kind of a weird property. Had a bit of a, this piece over here was part of the farmyard. And then we'll probably end up finding some stumps here and there. that I've left. It's hard to see them with the grass, and there's there's a little bit of a dip here that I couldn't smooth out before I bought the farmyard. Yeah, as you can see, it's a little lumpy there, which will be easy to remove. And we'll clear out these, and we'll be able to kind of square. Come on, there we go. So this will have to be done here. So if we pop over, let's just do it this way. Pop over here. I have the old JD that was in the thumbnail there, intro and thumbnail, and I've got this set to create fields. So we're gonna plow this all up. I don't have the fancy dancy fast farm hookup on this one. I have it on the other one there a little bit, just because it's just tends to be a little bit squirmy. Oh, there's another there's another stump that I missed. We'll have to go and take care of that. Perhaps we'll do that right now as I find them, and I will find them, and that'll mean I'll have to come back there and re-level that spot, because anywhere there's a stump or something, it's gonna leave a dip, because like that, because the terraforming will not change, it won't level the ground around something like that. So let's see here. There it is, right there. So let's look after that right now. Oops, no. Landscaping, leveling, there we go. Where is it? There it is. So let's, we're gonna have to replow this, but I want that leveled out. There we go. And so that's kind of why I got this. Now this, this is a new purchase. I said I want something a little faster, and this is the, hold on. There we go. This is the Case IH Magnum 400 Power Drive Twin Turbo by Mac Trucker 921. And it's something a little special, a little bit more horsepower and a little faster, and it's a large tractor, and it's probably one of the things that it's probably one of the only, if not only, one of the very few large tractors that have a front loader option, which I'm sure that I will take advantage of. Oops, it's still a bit lumpy there. All right, so what we're gonna do, right, so what you can do in a situation like thus, excuse me, is let's go over to soften and crank that puppy up, and when we go there, it's just gonna kind of, well, soften the area, which means it will raise the low areas and lower the high areas, basically, and kind of do that. Let's see there, that should be, let's take a look at it now. It should be better. It's still probably going to be it's still a little bit, but that's acceptable. That's not going to be a little lumpiness is hard to really eliminate 100%, and it gives the ground a little character. Whoops, we are not low enough here. Let's go down. There we go. No, too low, too high. That's the tricky part when you have a couple of more than one attachment. You have to make sure you're toggled on the attachment you want to move and not the one you don't want to move. And so this is a nice little size to go and touch up little areas like that. And then you have the big boy there to do the big swaths as we go forward like this. And this 2-track is actually pretty nice for this in particular, because it's very steady, and you don't have the back end kind of swinging around like those articulated tractors, although I do love them in their own way, but they are a bit difficult for certain things and tend to be a little bit squirrely. Right, so this is another area that was a little bit lumpy because we had different things going on here, but it's not too bad. Right, so I'm not gonna plow up the entire field this time. I'm just gonna do this. We're going to make our new field border. This is probably the most terraforming and changing of fields around, other than merging fields, which I've done quite a lot of, but the whole creating new fields and shaping and creating new borders and stuff is not something I really ever do. Not even in my own personal... I tend to pick maps that have square fields that I don't have to reshape and redo everything. So this is something a little bit new for me, although I'm kind of enjoying it. The planning, I'm not big on. I'm not the best farmyard creator. There are many of my YouTube friends, my fellow content creators, such as Rusty Money from Rusty Money Gaming. For one, is oh, why did he slow down there? That's interesting. Much better at designing and puts much more thought into it than I do, but I make do with what I have. And right, so this is this is what I'm going to be doing for a little while. And we have a little stretch. We show the PD. There we go. We have a little bit of piece of. We got this part here too. That's our land. If we go here, see, we own kind of like half of that. So we're going to shave that off. We're going to try and shave off as much as we can from here, and then make a new border here and have this square as square as possible, and that will make this part at least a bit more square. And yeah, so we'll continue doing this. We'll catch up to you. I'm going to finish plowing this up, and then we're going to bring you back in when I create that new field border and see how that goes. Hopefully that hopefully I'm not going to have a problem getting close, because that's the edge of the map right over there. And when you get close to the edge of the map, the maps don't like you painting that close or doing much of anything. Terraforming and painting, it doesn't like you getting very close. So that might be a bit tricky, but we'll get there when we get there, is what I say anyways. So we'll catch up to you when I'm done all the things I need to do. Alrighty then, here we are. We have cleared as much as we can, and cleared and plowed around our purchased farmyard, avoiding the electric poles. And I thought I'd just leave this square. It's just like meh, a little bit more worker friendly that way. This is going to be an issue here. We might, you know what, let's let's see what we can do about that right now. Let's make that not field anymore. How about that? And kind of decorate a little bit, maybe, sorta, kind of, as much as as much as I can, anyways. Right. So there. Let's see how much of a mess I can make here. I guess I can always. Let's see, forest ground. I guess. Let's make it a fairly large square, and we're going to try to keep it as square as possible, or straight as possible, which is not my strong point. Oh. Good thing we got this line here that I didn't do that on purpose, actually. It wasn't on purpose. Let's see, how close could we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, just as I feared, we can't. Can we get closer? How close can we get? That's as close as I can get to. Yeah. So that's what I feared. I plowed a little, or I think that's where the that's actually where the field did actually end. So now let's see, how wide are we going to make this? That's as wide as we can go, and we're going to do our best to follow a straight line. All the way to the end. And yes, that's the biggest square I can make. And I guess I'll just have to be happy enough with the edges as it is. Let's see here. Is that wide enough? Is that going to be sufficiently border-like? I do believe so. I think it's somewhat similar, a little bit more straighter than the other one. All right, now let's paint some grass in here. Leave the edges kind of brown. Let's maybe go with a circle. Kind of gives a little bit less of a, little bit more of a ragged edge. There we go. Let's do it like this. And it gives a little less like I've actually tried to paint it there. And now we do want to, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on this, but I do kind of want to do, let's see, what color? No, that's, we have gravel here. That's kind of the gravel color. And let's make a bit of a trail going up to give it a little bit of character, and then we'll see what else we can. Yes, I'm going squiggly on purpose because it's supposed to be that way. There. So we have 2 tracks going here, and we have maybe a track kind of going like this. To make it look like we've Traveling like that, this is going to be a little bit less, yeah. Well, it is what it is. I'm doing my best to design something that looks like maybe it might have happened. So we have one going off there. We have one kind of, let's do one a little bit like this. Right. Okay, what else do we got here? Animal mud. Let's see. Plants, we have bush. Bush is the meadow. Yes. That's what we got here. A little bit of meadow, a little bit of grass. Excuse me. Between the tracks and on each side, I think we'll make it look pretty good. I don't like bushes. I'm going to leave the bushes out. But I think this should fancy it up enough to make it look not quite so bad. And we'll do a little bit of this on the edges. And maybe it'll look halfway good. Like it's sort of supposed to be like that. And, oh man, this is a long... Let's make it a little bigger, so we'll... Oh, too big. Oops. Well, a little randomness is always good for this kind of thing. I think if Bob Ross has taught me anything, a little randomness makes things look natural. There we go. Right, so that's not the best that anyone's ever done, but it'll have to do. It'll kind of looks actually not too bad, if I do say so myself. There, and well, let's see here. This is awkward. Let's make this animal mud. You know, we're gonna cut this off here and make this a little bit more. We're gonna have to do something with this. Maybe dirt. Does dirt look better? Yeah, kind of a squiggly dirt. Dirt looks a little bit better. We'll have to, let's see, what else can we do? Oh, yeah. That was just an awkward angle. This will be a lot easier for the and what we're going to do after making a mess here is meadow. There we go. And I kind of like how the meadow paints over, but it doesn't erase what's under there. It just kind of goes over top of what you've done, so it looks somewhat natural. And then we got to go back in here. Landscaping, painting, and get some. Where's our? Oh, we don't have a whole lot of asphalt. No, dirt, gravel. I guess gravel it'll have to be. We have to make a little bit of road into the from here. There we go. Right. All right. So there we have it. That's our. That is it. We have separated our fields, merged those two. Oh, this. There we go. So it's not going to show on here necessarily, but what we have done is, yeah, we have split this. We got to go. We're going to have. We're over here. Oh, we did show it. It does show it. Cool. Yeah, we're going to have to come on here and soil sample because, yes, actually going to have to soil sample this whole area. But anyways, there we go. I think that's enough for one episode. Thank you all for watching. I'm Lily Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.